All right, so back again to do another knot. This knot is called a common sheet bend, and sheet, S-H-E-E-T, bend. And any knot that's considered a bend is for attaching two ropes together. So I'm actually going to use two different colored ropes. This one works really good. You can use two different size ropes. And I'm going to do something. I'm going to show you the common sheet bend, and then I'm going to show you the common sheet bend with a quick release so that you can really untie it even when it's under pressure. It's really kind of cool. I can demonstrate that for you here today. All right. So sorry if I make you dizzy there. Put my helmet on so you can watch. So I'm going to grab two ropes. I'll grab this red rope and one of the lighter pink purple ropes. Okay, and the way this works is like this. One line, usually the heavier of the two lines, I make, and this one's just slightly heavier than the red line, I make a bite. So that's known as a bite, okay? It's not a loop. A loop would go around like this. This is just simply a bite. And bites are often made right on the end of the line. And you'll notice that how I'm holding it here. 3 fingers here, 1 finger sticks out over top of the bite. And it's really important for me when I'm making this knot, and I'll show you why, okay? Then I go like this. I pull the other line up through the bite, over top of my finger, and I create an opening right there, and I am going to stick that rope right through that opening. And once I do that, I can pull it tight, and I have created a common sheet bend. Okay, now this is a great knot. It won't come undone very easily, and it holds two lines together. I don't know if climbers would ever use it. I think they use like the figure 8 one that they teach you in climbing, rock wall climbing. They don't use this because it's just not considered safe enough yet. But this is a common sheet bend. Now, I can untie it quite easily by loosening this off. I have to obviously have pressure off of the system to do that. And I can then pull this out. Sometimes, to make it even more secure, they'll wrap the line here around multiple times. There's a double, and I can do even triple if I want to keep wrapping. If I have more rope, I can keep wrapping around, and that would just make it more secure, add a level of security that would increase or reduce the likelihood of it coming undone. But I actually like to use a different thing where I'm going to untie this, and I'm going to show you it with a quick release. Now, first of all, what I'm going to do is tie this end here using a bow line. So I'm going to use my bow line, come up from bottom, rabbit comes up out of the hole, down around, and I've created a nice little bow line. And this is typically what will happen is I'll have the rope tied to a bow line, and then I walk out. Oh, I don't have enough length to get to my next object, so I'm going to use another rope. So I grab my red rope, and now what I do is I put a bite in here, and I'm going to go put my finger on top, nicely on top, up and over. But this time, instead of sticking the whole rope through, I'm just going to stick part of it. I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to stick part of it through and create a little pull string. Okay, and now what you'll see here is this loop has gone through. Before, I just had this pulled all the way through, and now not having it pulled all the way through, I can use this as a quick release. So I can pull this off and tie it up, tie this rope to another tree, have it nice and tight, and I can hold it tight. And even when it's tight and I'm ready to take it down, I can simply take this and pull, and as soon as it pops through, the rope comes undone, and hence we call that a quick release. So I'm going to show that one more time, because that's what I want you to do. I want you to be able to tie it with a quick release. Okay, so oops, wrong rope. Grab this one, make the bite. Okay, there it is, up, over, and notice how I have at least a foot and a half, 18 inches, or 40 centimeters of rope there, and I take it about halfway or closer to the top even, and push it through here, and I set that in, and away I go. Now, a couple things I'm going to note here, that if you want good mark on your common sheet bend, this rope, which is part of the bite, better be shorter than my quick release. If I make this really long and this really short, the person's gonna grab this and think it's the quick release, and they're gonna pull and pull and pull, and it's not gonna come undone. So you wanna make sure that your quick release line is A, long enough to really get a good grab on, and B, it's not shorter than your bite piece, okay? And so in this case, clearly the red rope is longer. Then what I do when I do pull the quick release, I always pull it against the grain of where it's coming from. So I pull this way, and as soon as it gets there, it pops out. It's easy to do with this because I got two ropes of different colors. If you do have two ropes of the same color, it can be sometimes tricky which way to pull because you're not always sure. But you want to pull alongside that grain, and that makes life a lot easier. Comes undone really nicely. That's the common sheep bend. Hope you like that. Extremely useful knot in connecting two ropes together in the wilderness. Great for making a ridge line when you want to go a long distance from between two trees and hang a tarp or make a clothesline. And then when you want to pull it down, you just pop it in the middle and the other sides are nice and loose. It's great. All right, that's the common sheep bend.